I am Dude. Welcome to another Heavy Hydro video, and today I am bringing you guys a little bit of an insight to something that has been bugging me for a little bit. Now, what I did is I pre-ordered a collector's edition of Middle-earth: Shadow of War. The reason why I did that is because I really love the game. I really wanted just like the best possible version I could get of this game. The one thing that bothered me was that this is the Shadow of War Mithril edition, only at GameStop. And I kept asking myself, what made it the Mithril edition other than the obvious, which is the statue, the boxes, the rings, all the extra little stuff that comes in with it. Here's what it has in it. Just a premium case, the exclusive Mithril War Chest, the official game music soundtrack, limited edition 12-inch, Targoroth Balrog versus Karnan Drake statue, cloth map of Mordor, collection of exclusive lithographs, tribe sticker pack, and the collector's box. And now you can see all this stuff here that comes with it. You can see the statue there, you can see the collector's box along with the power ring. You can see, you know, the cloth map, supposedly, you know, soundtrack, lithographs, all that stuff. But what has been confusing me, and what has been confusing a lot of people, is what is the Mithril War Chest? That's something that you keep saying is a Mithril War Chest. And I looked online everywhere, and I just couldn't find what a war chest was. But I have a theory. If you click on this here, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up in its own window. And you zoom in. You can see, well actually before you zoom in, you can see everything that this comes with. Now here's the war chest right here, the Mithril war chest that you're supposed to get. And go down, look at that. What you're seeing here is a piece of paper with this blanked out. That's where a code is going to be. My theory is that this right here, I'm gonna center it up in the screen so you guys can't make any mistakes on what I'm talking about here. Try to center it up as much as possible. I don't have my cursor showing, but right there above the official game music soundtrack says exclusive Mithril War Chest. That is a code, most likely, for in-game currency. This game is Shadow of War. You're actually waging a war. I think that it's just a code for in-game currency, so possibly you can buy more units, buy more armor, buy more resources, and things like that within the game. I think that's all that is. We'll see when the game comes out if I'm right, but my guess is these war chests are just simply in-game currency that you can buy outside the game for in-game items. So, there you go. That's my theory on it. Hope I actually, open a door to a conversation where they might actually say what this is. And that was actually the weird part before I even end the video. I think the weird part was that they still haven't, where I can find it out in the open, mention what these war chests are. And I think that might be because the gaming community as a whole kind of has this real hate for anything that seems pay to win, and I really don't think it's pay to win, because I only think pay to win honestly comes into play when it's a multiplayer game. This isn't a multiplayer game, so this doesn't give me any advantage over another player that has to play against me. So I really don't care about that. But pretty much anytime any game has any kind of downloadable content or anything that you have to pay for, people have gotten really pissed off about it, and actually rightly so in some cases, where these things are things that already existed in the game and were pulled out, and then you have to pay for them to get something that's already on the disc. You should never have to pay to unlock something that's already on the disc. But also, this is kind of it just seems to be a way for people that if they really don't want to spend hours grinding for in-game currency, they can just spend their own money, and I'm okay with that. But I can understand why they might not come out in public and say, hey, this is what we put in here, because there are a lot of people that may actually just jump down their throats and call it pay to win and be like, how dare you, blah, 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 and all this thing is already so expensive. And yeah, so I would understand why they want to avoid that. But just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys. I am Dude. This has been another Heavy Hydro video. You guys have a nerdtastic day.